Thank God Christmas magic exists.
Yeah, plot armor / Christmas magic.
Welcome to Tairimo Boys podcast. I'm your host Cody. With me in second chair is the boy getting a stocking full of coal this Christmas. It's Jeremy.
I'm on the naughty list, so to speak.
You're on it every year, Jeremy. With me in third chair is the boy who also got ran over by a reindeer. It's Ryan.
Oh,
Now that I think about it, that was really missing in this movie.
Yeah, that was. We need more reindeer, goddammit.
So, what are we talking about, ladies and gentlemen? Well, this week we're reviewing 2022. I don't think it's a classic just yet, but
Just yet.
just yet. We're reviewing the movie Violent Night.
Which has now become a Christmas tradition for me.
Better be a Christmas tradition. For anyone unaware, this is the movie that came out a few years ago where Santa goes all Rambo on a house full of kidnappers. So, I'll start by saying this. This is not a kid's movie.
This is definitely not a kid's movie.
it's, it's full of violence and profanity, so no.
and there was Rambo, but that got a cartoon.
Ryan, those were different times.
Maybe Violent Night will get a cartoon.
We can only hope.
Well, I'm telling you this right now. They're expected to start filming the sequel in the next few months.
Honestly, I hope they do.
Oh, it's like all on track as far as I've been seeing. Because this movie, the budget on it was only $20 million, and they made 76.6 million. And since it's a Christmas movie, they can sit there and syndicate it out, no problem. So, it's time for first thoughts. Jeremy, your first thoughts, and did this movie work?
This movie had no business being as good as it was. It was fun as hell. And yes, it definitely worked.
Ryan, you saw this in theaters, right?
I did.
What were your first thoughts?
I liked it a lot. Not as much as I thought I would, but I enjoyed it. Put me in the holiday spirit.
There's just
Says a
enough
lot
killing
about
for
me.
the holiday spirit.
Well, it is Tairimo Miss, so you better get ready with all that holiday spirit.
Just gets you in the mood, doesn't it?
Yep. As for me, me and Ryan talked about this a few years ago. I think we were still kind of in the I don't want to be in theaters COVID type thing, so I didn't go and see it. I wish I would have, because this turned out to be like a really good movie.
Agreed.
Now, Ryan could sit there and say it's not what I expected. It's not as good as I thought it was going to be, but I got exactly what I came here for and more. That's all I got to say. And really, the question is how can they mess up a concept like this where Santa goes Rambo on everyone?
Exactly. It just works so well. Alcoholic Santa has his redemption arc, kills everybody. It's great.
Don't forget all the James Bond puns and stuff.
James Bond puns. What else did we have? We had Die Hard references. We had Home Alone references. It's like all the cult classics for what would be a Christmas movie were referenced in this.
Yeah, this movie borrows like a lot of stuff.
And they make jokes about it too, which is what I respect.
So while we're on the topic of quotes, Jeremy, what was your favorite quote in this pun or whatever?
There's a couple of them that were pretty good in this, but I think it was the one that caught me off guard was I think the mother, the rich snobby mother says, "I know their credit ratings and their dick sizes."
Yeah, when she's talking about the like SWAT team or something.
Yeah,
Ryan, what was your favorite quote or pun?
Oh, time for some seasons beatings.
and that was a good one too. There was a lot of them in this.
Yeah. So for mine, I'm gonna go with one of my favorite scenes too. It's like near the end of the movie, whenever he's fighting with that SWAT extraction team, and like the guy pulls a grenade out and he stuffs it in his shirt, and he's like, you see Santa walking away. He's like, you know what? I can't miss this. He turns around and watches the guy blow up and goes, ho ho, holy shit.
That was a great one too.
Yeah, this movie it just had so many great scenes.
Oh, it really did. The fighting was well choreographed. Like it was fun as hell.
And the thing about like all the fights, it's like it's gunmen and like Santa having to use like improv weapons.
He does, and he never uses a gun. Even when he gets his hands on the gun, he hands it off to somebody else. He's like, "Do you know how to use this gizmo?"
I kind of had a problem with that in the movie because whenever he's fighting like the second guy in like the game room,
Hmm.
like he gets the guy's gun and tries shooting him with it, and the guy's like, "Oh, the safety's on." Like,
Goddamn Santa.
okay, well, first off, like, what armed kidnapper mercenary is like scanning a room with the safety of his gun on?
Good point. Good point.
Whatever. That, and I mean,
We'll
the
let that slide.
he doesn't know how to use a gun, but he knows how a grenade works. But I mean, it makes sense from like the lore we get from Santa in this. What'd you boys think
Which we do
about
get a little
that?
bit of lore.
Yeah, what'd you boys think about that?
No, I'm here for it. His, I guess, Viking warrior background.
Yeah, it was Norse at the very least, because like
It's not explained more than that, really, is it?
no, it just all he just tells the little girl the like stories like yeah I used to be like Norchok or something the red and I had Skull Crusher on my side, but it's
Did we
Nor.
get the backstory literally just so we could get Skull Crusher in the movie?
I don't even know why
I
they
think
put
so.
that in the movie.
Was it necessary, his backstory?
Yes, because remember that scene in the shed where he's like sitting there like Abraham Lincoln vampire hunting the sledgehammer.
I did get those vibes, yes.
But the backstory is important because it's not just like Santa like wandering into a room like oh no and somehow coming out on top. Like you get to see he's got like a warrior past. After like that second fight where he gets like slashed up with the knives, like I just love the scene where he takes off his shirt getting ready to stitch it up, and you
He
see like
patches himself with a he wraps himself with a Christmas present.
yeah, he's wrapping paper and ties like a bow, but you see his body. He's like covered in scars. Like he's like Norse tattoos. This is a Santa I can get behind.
Oh, absolutely. 100% believe in this. I'd be blessed to have Cole from this Santa.
You get coal shoved up your anus.
Okay, that scene was hilarious when they're talking about like anus. Okay, yeah, that one's acceptable. Can't say butthole. It's borderline.
Remember that little girl that killed a man.
Oh, she home alone the shit out of somebody so bad she killed him.
I just like how this movie it goes, and if you watch like Home Alone as an adult, you're like seeing the two thieves like taking a lot of damage. Like you think like yeah, these guys would probably die in real life,
Oh, definitely.
and that's what we see in this movie. You think these Home Alone traps are gonna get me, and they get them.
Yeah, she definitely kills somebody. She's an accomplice.
But that was just one of many fights. So Jeremy, what was your favorite fight?
I like the second fight a lot, but I'm definitely gonna go with the final fight where he fights John Leguizamo's character.
Yeah, Mr. Scrooge.
Yep.
By the way, fun fact for you. Originally, he's supposed to be named Mr. Grinch, but they couldn't get the rights to the name.
I think Scrooge worked well.
Yeah, it worked fine.
Yeah, the sheer intensity, the music, the fight. Oh, it had me cracking up, but also like at the edge of my seat too. I'm like, oh my god, get this comeuppance.
Well, he got his comeuppance all right. I really did not expect that.
That's why it was so good.
Chimney magic. I was thinking during that scene, like, I'm surprised he's never accidentally done that to like a kid before. What about you, Ryan?
We're on the same page.
Comeuppance.
Yeah, although I did like that the rope kill and he throws the rope catch the guy in the what was it? What am I trying to say?
Snowblower.
Thank you.
Well, he wraps like two guys with a rope and then throws the end of the rope
Yeah.
into the snowblower and they get dragged into it. Yeah, that shed fight was really good, but I gotta be a complaining boy. The extraction team was supposed to be like 10 members, and I swear he probably killed like 20 people in that shed.
Kept it going for the plot. It worked.
Yeah, for mine, I'm gonna go with that second fight where he's fighting the guy in the games room and has to use like the like stocking full of like pool balls and eventually like shoves like the top star off the Christmas tree into his eye and then electrocutes him.
Such a great fight. Santa really gets his ass beat until he gets his Mjolnir, if you will, Skull Crusher.
Well, I mean, he still gets his ass beat after that.
Like Santa takes a lot of damage in this movie.
Well, thank God Christmas magic exists.
Yeah, plot armor / Christmas magic.
Speaking of that, it's time for some boys in action. So, Jeremy, if you were in this movie, where would you die?
Oh, I died when they tortured me. Nutcracker on my finger. I passed out immediately. Blood out.
Not you, that guy, not the shot in the balls guy. You're Santa, Jeremy.
Okay, I'm Santa.
Yes,
That's right. That's right. Okay, I'm gonna say I survived this movie. I make it.
fair enough.
If I get my hammer early enough, we'll say that.
Well, that's why you always check the tool shed.
Always check the tool shed.
Ryan, what about you?
Shoved the grenade down that guy's coat, turned to run away, trip, fall, boom.
be more careful on the ice. I'm gonna be with Jeremy on this one. I think I got enough Christmas magic to survive this one.
Just enough.
I mean, you're getting your freaking hand ripped apart with that pickaxe thing, but
Oh,
whatever.
that was. Oh, yeah.
It'll
Ugh, I
heal.
get the heebie-jeebies thinking about
Yeah,
that.
that was a bloody fight at the end. Yep, that was another boys in action. Jeremy, you're gonna be watching this every Christmas now, right?
Oh, 100%. You'd be surprised how much I enjoyed this movie. Well, you're probably not. You boys aren't going to be surprised how much I enjoyed this movie, but I loved it.
And was this already part of yours?
Yeah,
We're gonna change it.
probably.
There we go. Yep, I'll definitely be changing mine.
100%.
I do have to say too. I kind of wish there was more of like Santa pulling stuff out of his sack to use as weapons.
Besides a bunch of random presents.
Yeah, video games all the time.
Yeah, video game. Another video game.
But, anyways, Jeremy, best topic onto you.
Alrighty, boys. Did you recognize any actors in this movie?
Tiny legs.
No, I didn't.
Recognize Luigi.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot he played Luigi. That is literally the only actor I recognize. But with that being said, I thought it was a pretty spot on cast.
Oh yeah, the cast was definitely really good. Like the one like henchman that got like Home Alone. Like I'm surprised he's not in more stuff.
Yeah, yeah, even like side characters were great in this.
I kind of got a feeling that guy would be like Ron Perlman if Ron Perlman wasn't on Twitter all day complaining about Trump.
But other than that, that's all I got to say. It was a spot on cast, and the acting was great.
Yes, choreography, acting, they hit it out of the park with this one. Like I said, it's $20 million budget. That's like freaking cheap. Ryan, pass topic onto you.
I got nothing on this one.
You feel more jolly after watching it.
Absolutely.
I did too. This is why it's getting added to my Christmas list.
All right, Jeremy, final thoughts.
This movie, like I said, pleasantly surprised me in the most jollyful, angry ways I could imagine. This is a must-see and now a part of my Christmas, my Tairimomas tradition.
Don't let that list get too long.
Yeah, I know.
Ryan, final thoughts.
Really fun. Might say a lot about me.
But is it Tairimo Boys certified fun?
Yes.
Oh, 100%.
Yep. Everything these boys have said is nail on the head. Great movie. Violence is over the top where it needs to be. Everything's just great about it. If you haven't seen this, go watch it. Make it part of your Christmas tradition. Just make sure you kick the kids out of the room.
Mm-hmm. Add it with Die Hard and Home Alone.
And returns.
And that too.
So let's scale this. So today's scale is going to be the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer special we all love to the 1997 Jack Frost horror movie where Jack Frost snuggles the chick in the shower and he's a snowman. That's not to be confused with the like old Rankin Basil version where Jack Frost gets cooked.
Lord, what a scale! I'm actually gonna put this a jolly smidge above the reindeer special.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You liked it that much?
I did.
Yep. It's a free podcast, Jeremy. You're allowed to have your opinions. How about you, Ryan?
Love the reindeer special, but so I can do a shameless shout out, I'm gonna put it right next to Mad TV's Raging Rudolph. Was a takeoff of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer on YouTube when you get a chance. Haven't seen it.
Yep. I'll put it like right below Rudolph, a little bit above a Frosty Snowman special. Love me some Rudolph, let me tell you that. All right, everyone. Thank you for listening to another episode of Tairimo Boys podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, telling us how you would have killed all those bad guys as Santa. And don't forget to ring that motherfucking bell. Stay tuned for more episodes. Stay tuned for more Tairimo Miss.